Okay, so good morning everybody and once again welcome back in today's class. We are on the day number 6 of our class today. Okay, and what we were doing earlier means before Friday or on Friday, we were not here. Okay, we were not here. We were something on the back. Uh, Discussing the rules. This one. Okay.
Atul, how do you maximize the screen here?
This is the only best option I can do, yeah, because I don't want to go in the slideshow mode. Okay, so
Okay,
we
fine.
were on this part, foundation data, right? So what we notice and what we see that, okay, tell me how many of you already done this exercise of the foundation data? Anybody took the instance and did this exercise or not? Everybody enjoy holiday only. Good.
I did just that ITSM guided setup, could not get enough time, honestly.
Okay, no worries, no worries, no worries. That's fine. That's fine. Now we need to be understand about this foundation data a little bit more. Okay, what we need to be understand is that if you see here, come here. Okay, we need to be understand the relationship. When I say about the relationship means how these things or how these terms are related with each other, like user and group. What type of relationship it has? They're not child and parent relationship. No. One user can have part of multiple groups. So we can say it's one to many. Or that's say many users can be part of many groups. So like Anuj is a person. At one place, he's a father. At the other place, he's a son. At the other place, he's a son-in-law. At other place, he may be someone else, uncle as well, right? Or Khalida or myself. I'm working in a company where I'm supporting database team, I'm supporting server team, I'm supporting network team, I'm supporting consulting team as well. And like me, there are the many people who are supporting many groups. So how the user and group are related is many to many relationship. Many users can be part of many groups. Many groups can have many users. Like we are in the batch number 2. This is one group, but multiple users. So it's in this specific case, it is M21, many users, but one group, because we don't have any other group as well in our system. Right? In the same manner, if I say user and role, a user can have many roles, and many roles can be given to number of users. So again, it is M2M relationship. Now the question comes, Atul, why you're telling us about this M2M? The word M2M play a very vital role. I want to see how many incidents are attached to this change, or how many incidents attached to the changes. This is you will get with the table name M2M. M2M incident, M2M task kind of tables are available in ServiceNow, which you can find out. But here the key area or what is the important part here to be understand is that, okay, what type of relationship between user and location? It is one to one. Why? Because Atul's location, Khalda's location, Anthony's location, Ishwar's location, The base location will be 1. If someone asks, hey, what is your native? You will never say that I'm based out in Delhi, but my native is Haryana, or I this. No. You say native is Haryana. Simple. So a user has only map with the one location. He can work from the multiple locations, but the base location or the native location is only will be the one. So it is not case like this M to M. It is like 1 to 1. In the same manner, user and department. If I say, okay, Ishwar, in which department are working? Atul, I'm working in the IT department. It means one user, one department. It can never be many. Your primary department will be one, not many. This is what the important point here. And the same go for the user and company. 1 to 1. I'm putting asterisk on the moonlight. Don't think Atul, I'm working with the two companies. No. One company you're working. A user associated with the one company. Okay, so these relationships are important from the examination perspective as well, to understand that how a user has been associated with location, department, or company. But one thing again, if I go a little bit up, a group can have 0 member or more. Like we have WhatsApp group. Now we have 7 people in that group, right? Tomorrow when this class will be over, I will remove everybody. But group still exists. 0 or more member. Then a group has a rule. Fundamental and the best practice says never ever assign a role to the user directly. Always assign a role to the group and add the user in that group. So how these two are related? Many to many. A group have many roles. And many roles can be given to many groups. But a group may have 0 or more roles. Like if I remove everybody from the group, or let's say I added everybody in that WhatsApp group, but I make it as a admin mode only. I remove every rights from all of you. You cannot send the message, you cannot add the people, you cannot react anything on the message. So 0 role on that particular part. Okay. This is important for the understanding purpose that how the terms, how the things are interrelated in service now. The relationship are important. Okay. That's what I'm saying. If you talk, if I let quick revise it, if I say a user can have 0 or many roles. Number 1, a user can be part of 0 or many groups. Number 2, but a user is associated with one location, one department, one company at a given point of time. In the company, like if I talk about the company, like if I say Tata is a very big company. Tata Consultancy, Tata Communication, Tata Salt, multiple domains of the Tata. So a company can have a parent and child relationship. Like Tata is the big brand. Where are you working? I'm working at Tata Consultancy. I'm working at Tata Communication. I'm working at Tata Reliance. Sorry. It is. I'm working at Tata Airlines. So a company can have a parent and child relationship. So if I show you here, company. This one. So I can create a company here. So it's a customer view. Not here. It's my company. Companies here. Same thing, I guess. Yes. So you can create the company here. Let's say LNG is my company. See. So I can add user to the company. That Anuj is part of this company, Khalda is part of this company, Shway is part of this company, Atul is part of this company, Venkat is part of this company. Okay. Locations also same thing. Parent and child relationship. This one. Where based out? I'm in Maharashtra. But in Maharashtra, multiple cities are there. So you can build or we can build the parent and child relationship in that particular part as well. Department again same. Now HR is a very big department. In HR, someone is working the talent acquisition. Someone is working the employee success. Someone is working the employee satisfaction. Someone is working the offboarding. Someone is working the onboarding. But overall, it's a HR. So in HR as well, parent and child relationship exist. These things important from the examination perspective and the fundamental understanding. See, I did not say that they have the parent-child relationship because they don't have. It is not like always user is a parent and group is a child. No, there is no relationship like this. So they have one-to-one or one-to-many or man-to-man relationship. But internally, this location can have a parent and child. Like ATMs. Now you know that how many ATMs are installed maybe on your colony or in your society. How they track it? They did not try say that in Pune there is a one ATM. They say in India, in Maharashtra, in Pune, in Khadki, in this zone, in this area, I have this ATM. So see how the parent relationship there exist. And this is important when you think about the change management. This relationship come in that domain as well. Okay. So everybody clear on this part? Doubt, question, clarification.
One more example, please.
For what?
Yeah, Atul, one more
For this
example.
parent and child, the location one.
Okay. Okay. Let's say primary schools. Okay. Or the government schools. In India, we say government school, and definitely for you, it's like a council schools. So now I'm from Haryana. Okay. Haryana has many different cities. Panipat, Kurukshetra, Karnal, Kaithal, Ambala, Shahwal, like this. Now in the Panipat, I have market, I have main market, I have council market. Now in the city, I have a primary school 1, or like I can say zone 1. In zone 1, I have primary school 1, primary school 2, primary school 3. The address for this one is maybe girls primary school, junior primary school, and boys primary school. So now if you see how they are nested, if someone says, hey, I'm studying in the boys primary school, but boy primary school can be in the main as well, main center as well, or the main city as well. Then how you identify? Okay, no, I was in the boys school. Where it is? It is in the zone 1. In which city? Sorry, it is in the city area, and it is in the Panipat. Panipat falls in the Haryana. Haryana falls in the India. This is what the nested things came. if I show you something on this part, let me see. Can I have something here? User, open user. Not here. Let's go to tables. Okay, tables. Because this is you the important to be understand. Okay, tables this underscore user. Okay, this is the table. If you need to be understand that how this table has been built up, how the table are related, associated, what fields are coming from which particular table, go to the tables, open that table, scroll down, and click on the show schema map. See, it has four things: show extended tables, extending tables, show extend table, show the referencing table, that how many fields has been referred, has been used from other tables in the system user, sys user table. See how big it is because it is taking the data from the multiple tables. Each and every column which has been coming or showing in the user table, if it is coming from other table, it will show here. If you remember that I send you a picture in the WhatsApp group that how the table are related with each other. Remember or not? Or
That
two,
workflow.
not workflow. Let me do one thing. Let me stop sharing and open my WhatsApp and show you here. This is what I got from the, what I can say, from some of the community member. Here, I hope I will find out quickly. Yes, this is. Let me share. This one. See, what we discussed, it's something similar. This is mainly on the task table, that how change, problem, request, knowledge are related. But if you see something on this part, so this, a user can belong to multiple groups, right? This one. Let me reduce the size. This group. A group can be managed, can manage the assets. So these things you need to be understand now. This is for the task table specifically, but what we discuss on the foundation table. So if I go and search it here, let's see. So see, it's still loading because user table is using a lot of referencing fields from the other tables. Okay, let's say user group company location table mapping images. Maybe this thing can help. This can help, but mapping service now to be easy to be do. No, it's all about the task table now. CSDM now. Again CSDM, again CSDM. To finding that is little tough. That how these tables are interrelated. This one, yes, got it. Good one. This. Where that image gone now? This one. Or look, yeah. Question number is 5. Let me see if I can show you here. it will not opening it. Otherwise, if you see, you will see this image. This. Now you can see it's small, but you can understand like this. Only this one I can open it. So a user related with the company. It's a parent child. A user has to do with the one department. And when the line is going to the same thing again, it is like a parent child relationship. This is what we discussed just now. A user can be part of multiple groups, and a multiple groups a user can be part of multiple group members. A group members is a part of group, and a group can have multiple roles, and a user can have multiple rules in that part. This is what is the foundation data. This is what how the service now has a relationship in the background. Clear now, everybody? Any doubt? Anybody any doubt? Any question?
No.
Atul, one question from my end.
Go ahead, Anthony.
How it is actually built, in the sense, now we see that it is so complex after it's completed, but how it is, it's started and, built upon. Any example?
Yes. When you say the built up means how the data has been stored in ServiceNow, right? Because this is what we are seeing. This is a database schema. With the pen paper, it's look very good. Okay, user has a company, user has this, and user has this. So how this has been built up? This is what we need to be as a consultant need to be do. So what we do when we bring the data in ServiceNow. Okay, let's say if you remember that we're discussing about the foundation data, and let me say here did setup. This one. If you see this part guided setup, they have given a step that if you want to implement ServiceNow for any of your customer, you need to bring the data and see the sequence they put. See the sequence. They didn't say, okay, bring the user data. They say first create a company, then bring these data. Because if I go here, see it is still moving. User admin and open user. And click new. If I need to create a new user account, I need the department. This one. Fine. I need the location. Yes, but these two fields are not the part of the user table. They're coming from the different tables. So before you populate these user record, you have to populate department and the location. And this is what they are saying. See, user is on the number 4. They say first create the company, create the department, create the location, create the companies, create the users then. Because to create the user account, you need at least these two fields to be available. So now you can see the departments. These are the departments here. You can see the locations. Number of locations. How these locations are coming? Because we already have this data in our system. So it is a sequencing which we as a consultant need to remember that when we are bringing this data in ServiceNow, we have to bring the data in this form, in this sequence only. Otherwise, things will not work. If you bring the user data first, then you are not able to populate the location of the department because you don't have the data in the service now. Right? Like making a cup of tea. When you add the milk, when the water is completely boiled, you already put cardamom and tea and the sugar, it boiled up to a level, only then you added tea. Sorry, and then you add a milk in that, not before. The same thing apply here. The picture look complex, but once you start working on service now, it look easy for you. Clear, Anthony?
Understood, Atul. Thank you so much. I wanted to see this.
Yep. That is I told you guys, don't just listen to me. Now it's time for you to do hands-on as well. And I can give you a written guarantee to everybody. If you start implementing this in your PDIs, you will stuck at the step number 1. I can guarantee you. Because we think, no, let's start with this, let's start with this, let's start with this. No. Follow the step, only then you are able to do. If you start thinking, no, let me bring the user data first, let me bring the group data first, then it's tough for you. In the PDI, the only benefit is that when we get the PDI, we get the demo data. This is nothing. These are the, if I come here, this is nothing. This is the just demo data. I don't want demo data. When we purchase ServiceNow instance for our customers, these data does not exist. It's completely blank. Like when kids are in the early ages, like 4 year, 5 year, 6 year, when they go to school, they get a notebook to do the work. How the notebook has been designed? On the notebook, if we are telling them, okay, how to write A, how to write B, it's not blank. They already written the dot 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 A, dot 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 B, dot 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 C. What was that? That is a demo data. To tell you that how to write A, to understand how, now you understand the purpose, that when I was saying that why we need the data, foundation data, why we understand the foundation data before we go for the process, to see that what we are be entering the service now. Remember the example which we given on the Thursday or Friday when we discussed about the foundation data, why we need foundation data. This is the reason that we need the foundation data. We ask user, okay, show me your user, show me your group, show me your roles. So now this is what we are the user. About the group. This is what the demo data. And when the child know everything, now you know everything, like how to write A, how to write B, how to write C. If you go to market, will you buy a notebook which has a dots line, or you just buy, hey, can you give me one notebook that is notebook? Means all the pages are blank. This is what we get. When we get ServiceNow instance from ServiceNow, these demo data is not available. Not available. In PDI, it is just given for the learning purpose. Now by seeing this, everybody can say, oh, okay. This is the group who is working on this particular part. Now, if I ask Khalda what this means, Khalda say, Atul, these are the group who are be working for specific domain or specific team. Right? But like,
is it normal that we get only the blank thing, or you can request for demo data? Is it
you can even in the PDA you can request for the demo data.
Okay.
But roles will come always in the official instance as well, because these are ServiceNow foundation data. So it will not be, it cannot be removed, because this has been mapping in the background for the activities. But like groups, users, it will be blank. Only 1 or 2 users came. One is admin and one is again main user is there, which came in the picture. Okay. This is what we want to be discussed on this particular part. So we see that how the user group component related, how the data is coming in service. Now it can become from the AD, it can become from the HR, from the manual, from the legacy systems, and how a user and a group and a role are related. Add the user to the group, add the role to the group. Never ever give role to the user directly. Even though it is a single user who are using that particular application, still I will never recommend to give a role directly to the user. No, create a group and add that user in that group and then give the role to that user. Everyone, doubt, question, clarification. Now let me come to the next part. So now we're starting with the configuration management. In the short, we call it as CMDB, configuration management database. Okay, before we proceed in the deep dive of CMDB, let's understand that how the CMDB related with the other modules. In all the upcoming modules, CMDB, knowledge, incident, change, problem, release, request. This picture will be a common one which you see. This will tell you that how a module is related with the other modules, or how one module is working along with the other modules, and what is the main purpose of, or what is the main relationship they're doing it. Configuration management related with this SRM, service request and catalog management. How? Because with the help of the catalog management, you can update or you can request for the new CIs. For the change as well, you can request to create a new CI via changes. Release. We do the release management on the product level, on the configuration level. So there we're using the CMDB. In the problem management, how the CMDB related to the problem management, to monitor the CIs, that how many problems we have on this particular CI. Incident, definitely a core part. Means when you are raising an incident, need to identify that on which CI it is be raised. So this is related with that. And at last, knowledge. We prepare our supporting documents. If this thing is not working, then you can use this particular KB. If this is not working, you can do this particular KB. How to update the CIs, how to delete the CI, how to create the CIs, how to give the role to the CIs to a user in CI. These things will be come under this particular picture. Okay. Now, if I move forward, one more thing. The steps or the content or the topics which you're picking up here, it will be like a similar pattern will be in the coming slides as well. Like first we will discuss about picture, then we'll see that how a new CI can be created, or we can say the touch points. Sorry, not the touch point, basically avenues, not the touch point. Touch points are these things, that how one module has been touching the other modules. This is how we can create a new CI. What are the multiple ways to create a new CI? The first one is a manual one. Means you can go here, you can search for the, let's say I want to create a computer. CMP computer. And I can click on the new. I can create it. Data will be there. That is the number one way. SRM. We can create a catalog item and the user can submit the request with the proper detail, and this is what we are seeing, right? to create and update. So with the SRM we can do the integration. Maybe I have some other system, I want to bring the data from there, you can do it. Integration or the external party or third party tool. We can do via discovery. Now discovery is something, a module which is given by ServiceNow in the under the product family of item. Okay. To do the discovery, a lot of things need to be set up. Infra, networks, mid server, a lot of things need to be set up. But we can update our CMDB with the help of the discovery as well. I'm not going in the deep because if I go in the deep, it will become a totally different topic for us. Okay, but for the time being, it is important for us to understand that discovery is one of the way that we can do. Okay, now a new CI can be created from the asset as well. Okay, what is the difference between CI and the asset? Quick. What is the difference between CI and the asset?
Atul, CI is configurable, and
Okay.
asset is it is configurable, but it also has a financial
Example.
For example, server. If we go for server, right? Server can be configured into the system, right? But it
Okay.
is an asset to the company as well. I don't know. I may be wrong.
Okay. Anyone else? Anthony, you have a car?
Yes, Atul.
Is it a CI or it is an asset?
It's an asset, but it is also a CI. I mean, the parts inside maybe CI. I don't know.
No, but you said that it is a CI and it is an asset. Means car is a CI and asset. You are on the right track, but you're getting confused by yourself. Okay, Venkatesh, what do you say? What is CI? What is asset? Khalda, Jogendra, Anuj.
So basically, like when we configure, according to me, yeah, when we configure when we configure anything, there are many things when we use on stages. Those are configure items like
नहीं
CIs
यार,
and
नहीं यार नहीं है क्योंकि when you're saying anything, something, nothing, it will be very open-ended question. For me, anything can be my fridge, can be anything. Maybe you're not talking about the fridge, right?
example.
Right. So what we can say here, a component which support you to provide the services to your customers can be tangible, can be intangible, is called a CI. Like to support to your customer, you're using the laptops, official laptops. These are the CIs. To support your customer, you are having the data centers in your premises. Laptops, computers, server, networks, routers, netgear, switches, firewall, wires. These all are called the CIs. But when we put a CI with the financial bindings, a cost, it becomes asset for me. And a CI can be an asset. But vice versa is not a possible case or not always valid. When we say, Anthony, do you have a car? Yes. When the car is in the Anthony's parking, it is an asset for him. But when the same car is parked in the mechanic garage, it becomes a CI. Right? Why? Because now Anthony go to mechanic and say, hey boss, my car has some issue. And mechanic don't own that car. Mechanic says, okay, give me key and let me have a ride, test ride, and we'll see. And he fixed it. Because for him it is a CI. Issue aaya, he work on the issue, he resolve the issue. And when he bring back the car in the parking, it become asset for him. Okay, so point was correct, Anthony, that when it has a financial bindings, but what is a CI, what is a asset? This is the main difference between these. In the CMDB, it has a very long, what I can say, or not long, a deep discussion in that particular domain, which is not definitely part of our discussion. Okay, so we are coming back on this part. So a
Okay.
CI can be. Go ahead.
One question that you are taking this training and you are using Skype and Skype is your CI.
Yes.
If you are paying for that, that it becomes asset.
No, 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 no. Because I don't own the C asset. I am paying the fees. I'm paying the subscription only.
Yeah.
Right? Like if
Yes.
I say, okay, you're
Subscription.
using
Yeah.
Netflix. Yes, Atul, I'm using Netflix. Are you paying for that? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it asset for you?
No.
No. Or maybe we can say it is an asset for me, but I'm not owning it. I'm paying for that asset. So if let's say what happened, very, very good example, you pick up it now. And let me change little bit on my answer as well. Okay. Let's say me, Anuj and Anthony are staying in the shared accommodation. We are three roommates. We are staying together.
Yeah.
Okay. We buy internet connection. We buy this thing, desktop or this one, cable connection and everything. Okay. Now I said, guys, I'm leaving because I got a new job. I have to be moved from this city.
Correct.
Okay. Then Anuj and Anthony said, you have to bring your replacement. Okay. I connected with the Venkateshwar. I said, Venkat, can you take my place? Yes, Atul, I can take it. Can you give me the charges and everything? I said that I am paying 30 rupees for this network or net connection. Even though it is not an asset for me, but we paid for that asset actually. We're not maintaining it, we're using it. But tomorrow, if we all are getting separated, then we will divide it. Okay, Anuj, let's sell this network connection and distribute the equal amount to all of us. In short, it is an asset. But can we consider this as an asset? Depend on the company to company now. Because it's very minute. But practically it is asset for us. If you purchase that, then yes. But because in that you get a, even though like I can say Netflix subscription as an asset for me because I'm owning it. If I sell that out, I get some money back. And it has a depreciation value as well. Generally, in this case, there's no depreciation value. It's always increased. But in the assets, it has a depreciation value like car. Every year the value go down, 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 and down. Okay. So these are the cases Anuj you pick up are not in the practical scenarios because subscription is someone is taking subscription, he's paying for that service, but he's not owning it. He's just a user for that service. And we're not talking about the C services, we're talking about the core components, core infrastructures. So when we go for the CSDM part, then we can see Atul, this is the Netflix subscription, what type of service it is. There are multiple teams who are supporting in the background, but as a user, I'm just paying it and not bother about anything else happening in that particular domain.
Can I just give one example? Like it will give more clarity to me.
Sure.
Suppose the Skype I'm using and I'm paying subscription for it, and you know it is kind of a CI for me because I need this and in the process, and I'm also owning the
Wait,
share.
see, you're not, don't say it's a CI for you, no.
Okay.
Because when we say CI now, it is become little different actually.
Hmm.
Means you have to be think from the practical scenario.
Right.
If like if I say that you are working for a company and you have a laptop,
Right.
that laptop is a CI because you are using it, you're owning it.
Hmm.
If something goes wrong, you will raise a incident on that part. In the same case, if something goes wrong in the Skype, even though I have subscription, so they will raise a issue on the complete Skype and they will put my username as an affected user.
Okay. Clear.
So tough to be designed because this is very minute level, or
Hmm.
maybe I don't work in that particular kind of a customer environment where that how they're handling these particular things. But it is a good use case you can understand and you can bring it.
Hmm.
Good with explanation.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so now we're on this part, and last we can create a CI from the change as well. You can raise a change and then you can request for the creation of the new CI. Okay, now in the CMDB, what does I say? It's look like a very small, but it is very big. Example, let me come here. Let's say I take you four of you with me in a store. In that store, I have multiple things. And now see this example or listen to the example. It is a furniture store. It has bed, sofa, dining, chairs, study table, or sofa come bed, mats, high bar chairs, low bar chairs, office furniture, or single bed, double bed. That bend bed is also there for the kids. Okay, multiple items are there. Now, if I say and if we go and say, hey, I want to buy a bed for my kid. Okay, but the things are this furniture and put up in such a manner that it is very tough for anybody to understand that from which particular place to which particular place I can see and get the beds. So what Anuj say, Atul, come on, where you bring us? It's all mixed up. It should be in a proper manner. Like first section should be bed, second section should be sofa, third section should be kids bed, fourth section should be office chairs, fifth section should be office furniture. Now, if you go in any of the shopping center or maybe anybody or any brand for the clothing, how they put the clothes with the age wise, kids, male, girls and boys. Then in the girls, they have an age up to 6, 12, 18, 24, like this. Under that, they also have a summer, winter, hoodies, jackets, mufflers, caps, gloves. Why? So that it is easy for a user, it is easy for a customer to go and check that product which you want to buy from that particular selection area. Now, in the same manner, in our infrastructure, we have a lot of things, lot of things. Computer, server, networks, cables, routers, netgears, switches, wires, IPs, multiple CIs, multiple type of CIs are there. So what service now say it is tough to be remember each and everything like this. So what I can give you, I can give you something called the class manager. What this mean? That service now divided the CI in the different classes. CI class manager. And this will be eye opener if you are new in the ServiceNow domain. It generally take time. Yes. Okay. It says, what is the class manager means? It is single place where you can see the complete menu of the CIS. Open the hierarchy. These many classes are given by ServiceNow. See, like computer. What? Computer, computer room AC, personal computer, peripherals. I said computer. Computer is under the hardware class. This one. Now, if I show you server, window server. Windows Server is the here, and it is a part, it is the child of server, server is child of computer, computer is child of hardware, and hardware is child of configuration item. If I open this, now you can see. What is this? This is a server class. Sorry, not a server class. This is a Windows Server class. Believe me, when I was reading this thing first time, I thought that maybe only Windows servers are there. But if I show you something like this, let me click on this and click on the servers only. See how many type of servers we have. IP, EXE, SIM, X, SIA, Java, FTP, web server, ITSM server. To store your data of CMDB, ServiceNow provided us these classes out of the box. More than 200 classes given by ServiceNow to us. And what are the base class? Or what are the core classes for this one? ServiceNow has a two major classes. The base is called, it is called base CI class, which is CMDB table. Okay. And then we have another class for the technical CIs. It's called CMDB underscore CI table. Now, if you open any table here, let's say I'm opening this one. So it is starting with the CMDB CI. Means it get extended from this one. To store the technical CIs, we use CMDB. Now the question comes, Atul, what are the base items? Like you're saying this CMDB, right? What are the base items? So what I can say, come here and search for the base items. These are the base items. So if you open this, let me show you this thing. That if you want to do a work in the IT industry, that these are the minimum classes or the base classes you need to be used. It includes server, computer, workstation, some out of band devices, network gear, printers, communication devices, UPS accessories, computer peripherals, and softwares. These are, I guess, 10 or 12 base items are there. So if you open this like a printer, to classify means to give a user to the clear picture that what he or she need on the initial days when you are setting up your stuff. So now if you go back here, edit setup, and you come here, you can see if you click on the get started. What services, and it say the CIS you want to be load. Okay, this is the first phase. That okay, what is CI class manager? What is CI tables? Now we need to be understand that how they are related. Schema map, right? Because otherwise we're not able to see. So now go here, tables. And here I'll show you one example. CMDB. See, 918 classes given by ServiceNow to us from the CMDB perspective. If you want to go a little bit more precise, CMDB underscore CI. See, 716 classes. Even we don't know that these many technologies are available, these many type of CIs available in the industry. But it is given by ServiceNow. And all are starting from the CMDB CI. Means these all are the technical configuration items.
So Atul, when we purchase service now, this will be preloaded, is it, as the base CI?
Classes will be preloaded, right?
Preloaded, but it will be blank. But we need to do the mapping.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So you have to be because ServiceNow say I'm not sure that what data you have. Right? Let's say if I go for an outing on the holidays and I stay in an Airbnb. If the Airbnb give me a lot of things, internet they are giving, Netflix they are giving, Amazon Prime they are giving, personal or the swimming pool given to me. I'm not sure that I will use it or not, right? So they ask you, okay, do you need sir this thing? If yes, okay, I'm giving you. If no, I'll lock it for you. That's fine. So ServiceNow provide only these classes. Now it's you and me responsibility to get the data from the customer and to add that data in the classes. Very painful area. Because sometimes customer not aware about the classes. Customer says, I have only these things, this CI data in my previous system. But when you open, you have to find out that which data should go in which particular class. Because if you put them in the wrong class, wrong relationship will appear on the background. Right? So like if you remember that when we go in marriages with our parents, right? People say no, he's like your uncle. No, he's not your uncle. He's elder than you. Call him bhaiya. This is what the wrong class it happened immediately. This is what we have to be understand that once we say to our customer, hey, we are going to be implement or set up the CMDB. Please give me the detail of the classes, what you have, data you have. On the basis of the data, we ask them, okay, classify them in these tables. Because I can support you to understand that what data should go in which class, but ultimately you have to be give me a sign off that you're happy with this and you want to be put the things in that particular class only. Okay, so now if you open this base configuration class and go to the schema map. So it says this thing. Blue is extended one because it is getting extended from CMDB and this is the extended class. Now referencing. No referencing is there, good. Now referenced. Now you can see that this particular class has been referenced at multiple places. See. If you want to see the columns, click here. And now you can see reference to location, reference to user, reference to this, reference to this. Means how the data is coming in this particular table. CMDB table, these many fields are there, but these fields are getting reference to the other fields. Like companies coming from the company table, users coming from the user table, locations coming from the location table.
Atul,
So
one question.
just 1 minute, 1 minute.
Sure.
So if you remember that we have that fundament in that Wednesday Thursday, we have say single data model and the single code base. This is what the single data model. Now we see that same company is used in the user table, same location is used in the user table. So are we getting the multiple locations fields in the multiple tables? No. We are getting one location in the location table, but we are using that location in the multiple places. Same goes with our mobile phone. The same mobile phone is used when you're outing. You can use for the photographs, for the videos, for the TikToks, for the Snapchat, for the call. Same mobile phone. Or you purchase the different mobile phone for the different purpose. No, one mobile phone for the calling only, one for SMS only, one for photographs only. This is what is a single database, single code system, or I can say the single model, data model. Go ahead, Anuj.
Can you just show that schema map again?
You go.
Yeah, just scroll it up. So CMDB CI is saved the tech things, and this is the base, which is CMDB, right? And
Yes.
now is it now we are checking all the tech things. Like I don't understand the last part. It is
Okay.
showing that
So now what we are checking that how these related how these tables are related with each other,
yeah, okay, that I got it.
right? Like
Yeah,
like I generally give this as example in my trainings as well. When a child get birth, right?
hmm.
Immediately people start building a relationship with that child.
Correct.
Oh, I'm his mama, I'm his mommy, I'm his grandfather, grandmother, his mom, it's dad, it's uncle, it's auntie, it's boy, cha-cha, chachi, all these things. How
Right.
this thing happen? This is what we are understanding now. Even
Hmm.
though child has no awareness about that. He don't know about himself as well or herself as well. But people start building the relationship with that particular child immediately. So this is what the schema map. We're understanding that how these two tables are related with each other. Who is parent, who is child. So this is parent, this is child,
Hmm.
right? Here, if you want, you can go through a concept called the base table and the core table. Because if you see, I say it is a base table,
Base table. Yeah.
but it is not a core table. Sorry, it's a base plus core. It is a base table, right? It's the base table, but
Hmm.
this is a core table. If I'm not getting confused, yes. So read about that concept, that what that concept says. Okay, so this
Okay.
is for this part. Okay, so we have done up to this class manager and table structure, table names. And tomorrow we will see about the relationship and the next part on this particular area. Any doubt, any question, any clarification? Khalda, Anuj, Anthony, and Venkatesh.
No more homework for tomorrow.
Homework guided setup is must and read about the CMDB basics.
Okay.
That is must. Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
let me stop the recording now.